day might be slow right now, but you better not start Netflix and chilling, bestie, because this is where strong businesses are made. And in this episode, I am going to show you how to take some intentional networking during the holiday season to build that know, like, and trust factor and build your business. Hey, it's Rosemary Lewis, your real estate bestie, and we are on part 3 of our series, What to Do When You Have Nothing to Do, because I know it can be a little bit slow this time of year, but we are not just twiddling our thumbs waiting for the new year in the real estate bestie community. We are doing some intentional activities to build our business even in the slow season. Now, in the first episode, I showed you how to plan your day like a CEO, and in the second episode, we talked about exactly how to organize and get your database ready so that you can win. And now we're going to talk about how to actually fill that database with new people and new relationships, because that is how your business is going to grow. And I'm going to get on like a quick soapbox here, because oftentimes I will talk to besties. I'm thinking of a bestie that I was just talking to about just kind of what her goals were for the end of the year. And she told me how she's continuing to follow up with people who are, getting ready to buy a house, but they have credit issues and some things going on, and they're not going to be ready right away. And we just talked about what's going to be the best use of her time, right? Calling these same people every 2 weeks that we know need a little bit of time to get ready, or getting out and creating some new relationships or nurturing some that you hadn't remembered in a long time. And that is exactly what we are going to do. So this is the time of year where there is just a lot going on. And even if you are not being invited to parties and outings and things like that, there are enough things that you can insert yourself in so that you can turn every opportunity into a lead generation opportunity. And that is like a mindset shift that I want you to have, is because anytime you are in the vicinity of people, okay? Anytime you are in a place where people are peopling, where they are gathering, where they are within your reach, then guess what? Every person, that is an opportunity for them to become more than a lead, but an opportunity for you to serve them as their forever real estate bestie. And I want to break down what you can be doing, especially when you're going to these different events or you're in these places, so that you can maximize the potential. Now, the very first thing is I want you to be intentional about it and set a benchmark for every time you are in these environments. Typically, when I know that I'm going somewhere, I think to myself, I am going to intentionally have 5 to 10 conversations, 5 to 10 connections before I leave a place. And I'm going to share with you exactly what that might look like. Tomorrow, I'm actually invited to a birthday party. One of my good friends is having a birthday party. He's a holiday baby. So, he's tying in the holidays with his birthday. Before I leave that birthday party, I am going to make sure that I corner off and intentionally connect with, look 5 people in the eye, talk to them, and connect with those folks. Now, at this particular outing, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to know most of the people in the room, but that's okay, because I want to go deeper with the relationships and not just wide. But let's just say I'm going to a meetup, a happy hour, a holiday party. I'm going to make sure that I'm not a wallflower and just sitting and talking to the people that I came with, but I'm actually going around introducing myself, getting to know the other guests in the room, because guess what? Those guests in the room, I want to get them in my database. Now, step number 2, I'm going to share with you exactly what to say when you are initiating conversation so that it does not become weird. Now, first things first, when you are in social settings and you want to start talking to somebody and you don't know what to say, well, this is a ninja tip that you have probably heard me say before. I'm going to say it again because it is just that good. Go ahead and compliment the person. When you compliment somebody, then automatically, the guard, it comes down a little bit. Or, they talk about oh, thank you for noticing my hair or noticing my dress. And, yes, I was looking for these shoes and I found them at Nordstrom Rack, right? A compliment really opens the door to that conversation. And then when the door is open, you can implement something, a strategy like the Ford script, just to get to know them a little bit better. Now, if you are not familiar with the Ford script, I have a whole video that goes deeper into what the Ford script is, and I'm going to link it here. With the Ford script, I'm just going to give you just a brief synopsis. It's when you're talking, you ask about their family, like how is everything going? Are you here with your husband? Are you here with your sister? Y'all look just alike, things like that. Then you go into occupation. Okay, what do you do for a living? What do you do for work? Oh, I'm a real estate agent. Do you live in the area? Do you work in the area? Then recreation. Oh, this is such a fun party. Do you come here often? Have you ever been to the restaurant up the street? And then maybe you go into dreams. Or do y'all have any travel plans? Anything going on? Oh yeah, I'm going to Greece next year. It's my wedding anniversary. All of these different things. When you use the Ford script, you get to engage folks in real conversation. And here is the key. When you get people to talking about them, you have to be a good listener, okay? And don't forget to listen. Sometimes we ask a question and we forget to listen. I am guilty of this. I will ask somebody their name, and then 2 minutes later, I forget what their name was because I forget to listen for what their answer is. Become a good listener and listen for places where you can insert a resource, right? If someone says, oh, I'm going to Greece, you might say, oh my gosh, my friend just went to Greece. Let me friend you on Facebook because I want to be able to tag you in that post where she talked about this really cool restaurant that she went to or something like that, right? So using the Ford script and intentionally setting a target of how many people you want to network with, that is going to be chef's kiss in order to get out the house and get outside and start having conversations during this slow season. Okay, and then here is the last one that I don't want you to discount when things are slower. What about those one-to-one connections, those one-to-one meetings? You know, you and your friend, you and your old coworker, you and the lady at church, you and even maybe sometimes it's even your family. Y'all have been saying we're going to get together, we're going to have brunch, we're going to go to coffee, we're going to go for a walk. Let this be the season that you actually start scheduling the one-on-ones. And listen, you don't have to break the bank in order to do this because I know that this economy has been kind of raggedy and Christmas is coming up. You're not trying to spend a whole lot of money, but you can go on a coffee date or you can do one of my favorite things. I invite people all the time out for a walk and talk. Now, I get it. I live in Texas. By the way, I'll never tell y'all that. I am in the far north Dallas suburbs. This is just a side note. If you ever have a referral for myself and my team, go on over to the Real Estate Bestie on Instagram, slide in my DMs. We will take really, really good care of your referrals. Now, I know that I'm in Dallas, right? And we typically tend to have good weather year round. And I take advantage of that and I get outside, okay? So once per week, I typically am meeting somebody for a one-on-one walk. And yes, it's for exercise and all that good stuff, but it is one of those things of what to do when I have nothing to do, okay? And I'm actually going on a walk with somebody this Saturday that I know for a fact that they are strongly considering a move abroad, and there will be an opportunity for us to talk about listings. Now, that's not why I scheduled the walk, but I'm happy that I have the walk on the books because just by taking the time and connecting with her, I'm telling you, we're going to be able to go deep so that if and when she is ready to do something in real estate, I am going to be the choice. But even better than that, the more one-on-one meetings you have, the more you connect with people and they get to know you but from behind the screen, right? Not just your social media version of you or, from afar. When they really get to know you, they are building their know, like, and trust factor. You are converting them from being casual acquaintances or even friends to fans of you and fans of your business and fans of what you're building. And what does a fan do? A fan promotes their team, okay? I live in Cowboy Nation. I cannot walk 2 feet without seeing somebody running around with a Cowboys jersey or hat or a t-shirt or something like that. So when you have these one-on-one meetings, you start creating fans. So when they run into people who need real estate, guess who they are promoting? You, boo, okay? So if you want to be promoted, say me. Tell me in the comments, me. I want to be promoted. And that is what you can do when you have nothing to do. Now, to end this, if you are like, Rosemary, all of this sounds really, really good, and I'm going to follow everything that you said, and I really need a roadmap to get me in gear to bust through six figures for 2026, okay? Then I'm happy, because guess what? I have a free guide for you. It is 6 steps to 6 figures, and I'm telling you, I have multiple besties that we have helped bust the 6-figure mark, myself, multiple 6 figures year after year after year, just following what I have in this guide. You can grab it from where you are listening or watching this episode if you're on YouTube, or you can go to rosemarylewis.com/6. See you in the next episode, bestie. Love you. Bye.